Here are 10 things that suck about being a pilot. Number 1. Paying for flight school. Flight school is stressful and expensive. Even if you can scrape together enough money to pay for it, you are still under extra stress because if you fail an exam or have to take an extra check flight, it'll cost even more of that money that you just don't have. Number 2. Finding a job. Once you've got through flight school, it's hard to get a job because you lack flight experience. Basically, you're forced to take any job you can get in order to gain experience so that you can apply for a job with bigger commercial airlines. Number 3. Jet lag. For every 1 hour time change, your body takes up to 1 day to adjust to the new time zone. A flight from London to LA would require at least 7 days to recover, but pilots may stay only 3 days before having to return to London, and then a few days after that have to do an early morning flight to a completely different time zone. This plays absolute havoc with their circadian rhythm. Number 4. Waking up early. If a pilot's home base is at an airport with 24-hour operation, they are going to have to get up extremely early, especially if they have a commute to that airport. This can completely upset a pilot's family and leisure time, as well as their sleep cycles. Number 5. No weekends. Pilots who have been with the company the longest get more weekends off. This means that the majority of pilots have to work most of the weekends in the month and try to fit shopping, leisure and social time in during the week. Number 6. Away from home. Sometimes pilots can find that they have 5-day layovers in their monthly roster. This can happen up to 4 times a month. So in a whole month, a pilot can find themselves sleeping only 10 nights in their own bed. This is difficult to combine with family life, and if you're single, it has the additional inconvenience that a lot of groceries are going to go bad in your fridge. Number 7. Standby duty. Being on standby requires pilots to be within an hour of the airport, just in case a fellow pilot becomes ill and can't fly. If a pilot's house is over an hour away from the airport, they will have to stay in a hotel room or rent a flat nearby so that they can get to the airport in time. Then they just have to wait by the phone until they're needed. Number 8. Fear of the medical exam. Pilots have to undergo an annual medical exam, and this is a moment they all fear. A combination of a few minor things could mean that they are deemed unfit for work, and if it turns out that they have a long-term illness, they could easily lose their job. Number 9. Changing company. As a pilot, you are more or less obliged to stay with the airline company you begin with. This is because the longer you are with them, the more pay and privileges you receive, and the better your monthly roster is. If you change airline company, you basically lose it all. Number 10. Instability. A pilot's job depends on demand. If there are fewer flights, then fewer pilots are needed and they could lose their job. If there are fewer flights out of your home base airport, your home base airport could change. Which of these things surprised you the most? Comment below and subscribe for more.